The town was more lively than usual today. There was a reason for that. Today, that man was coming to the election rally being held in this town of Butler. The former president of the United States and a strong candidate for the next presidency, Joseph Trumpton. Just about an hour ago, my childhood friend and best friend Mike Turner called me. He told me that we should watch Trumpton's speech together from Starbucks under the blue sky. On the passenger seat of my old pickup truck, there are 2 servings of McDonald's. Since I just bought them a moment ago, they're still warm. When I climbed the ladder attached to the building's exterior wall, I found Mike there. Beside him was a rather large bag, which caught my attention a little.
Yo, Thomas! You're really a thoughtful guy.
The thing that made Mike say this was, of course, the McDonald's food I was holding. We call the rooftop of this building Starbucks under the blue sky. Both Mike and I were what you might call bullied kids in high school. This Starbucks under the blue sky is the place where we can be free from the bullies. What's in that bag? For a moment, it seemed like the emotion disappeared from Mike's face.
This is junk I brought from my house. I'll keep it here for a few days. No one else will come here except us.
Mike has brought his personal items to this Starbucks under the blue sky many times before. Maybe he plans to take them to a thrift shop eventually. I placed the McDonald's bag on the rooftop.
Let's make America great again. We should no longer spend our taxes on Europe's wars. The priority should be the American people.
This location and the election rally venue are about 100 meters apart, but we can feel the energy of the crowd all the way here. In Pennsylvania, Trumpton is very popular, but it's still uncertain whether he will win the presidential election.
I'm going to the restroom for a moment.
After Mike said that, he climbed down the ladder I had used about an hour ago. The strange event occurred shortly after Mike left.
As the workday was coming to a close, my colleague Greta excitedly approached me and started talking.
Abbie, this is serious! Trumpton has been shot!
Huh?
The presidential candidate, Trumpton, who was at the election rally in this town today.
Is that true? I headed to the office with Greta. I don't want disturbing news to be shown on the TV in the large hall. I want to provide the elderly residents of this nursing home with as peaceful a life as possible. When I turned on the TV in the office and switched the channel to CNN, shocking footage suddenly came on. Several gunshots followed almost immediately by Trumpton collapsing from the stage. Screams, shouts, and chaos.
Something terrible has happened. Trumpton is being carried away on a stretcher, but is he okay?
Sitting in my car parked on the roadside, I picked up my smartphone. This is a residential area, a little away from the election rally venue. Mike, where are you now?
I'm in my car. I'm heading home. Sorry for leaving without telling you.
That's fine. The area around the venue is in quite a chaos.
So it really was an assassination?
There's no doubt about it. You saw the videos posted on social media too, right? After Mike gave a short, "Yeah," there was a brief silence.
By the way, Thomas, did you leave my bag at the Starbucks under the blue sky?
"Yeah, because you said you were going to leave it there."
Then that's fine.
A knock echoed inside the car and I turned my gaze toward the outside. There was a familiar face. I said, "See you," and hung up the phone, then rolled down the driver's side window.
Thomas, we met at just the right moment.
"Hey, Carli." Carli Smith occasionally volunteers at the nursing home where I work, Smiling Village. Her mother, Casey Smith, is also a resident of Smiling Village, and I frequently visit her home for home care. Speaking of which, this is in front of Carli's house.
Actually, there's something I need to ask you.
"What is it? Feel free to tell me anything." Carli said, "Wait here for a moment," and then went into her house. Before long, Carli came back with a cardboard box about the size of a lunchbox.
Could you deliver this to my mom's house?
I received the cardboard box through the window and read aloud, the text printed on its surface. Landline-style smartphone.
My mom is old-fashioned, so she just refuses to use a smartphone. That's why I want to give her this as a gift. It looks and works like an old phone, but it's actually a smartphone, so we can use it even without plugging it into a socket.
Got it. I'll take it there now.
That would be great, Thomas. Next time, I'll bring you my specialty apple pie.
That sounds amazing. Carli Smith's mother, Casey Smith, lives in a house in the woods on the outskirts of Butler. I often take this road when doing home care visits. I glanced at the cardboard box sitting on the passenger seat. Landline-style smartphone. Thinking about how I'm delivering such a peaceful and unique item to an acquaintance's home, the shocking incident that happened just an hour ago feels somewhat less real. However, the shooting of Trumpton really did happen. When I checked social media, it was flooded with posts about it. The TV is probably the same. Was Trumpton killed? The gunshots felt close to Starbucks under the blue sky where I was. It felt as if they resonated through my body. Even thinking back on it now sends chills down my spine. As I got out of the car with the landline-style smartphone, John came rushing out of the doghouse. I know, John. I placed the landline-style smartphone in the corner of the wooden deck, took the leash from the wall hanger, and attached it to John's collar. Casey, you didn't take John for a walk today, did you?
That dog can go for a walk on its own.
From inside the house, I heard the usual excuse from Casey. This exchange has become our regular greeting. However, walking the dog might be difficult for a 90-year-old, so this is also my job. After John's walk, I entered Casey's living room, where there was apple pie and French fries on the table in front of the sofa. Casey also brought a cold cola from the fridge and placed it on the table. These are the snacks that are always served to me. It was past 9 p.m. and I had been out for about 2 hours walking John. That's why John loves me. Summer in Pennsylvania has long daylight hours. It wasn't until the end of John's walk that the sun finally set and it got dark. Casey, you said the plumbing was leaking, right?
All right, I just remembered. It's the bathroom plumbing.
I'll fix it.
After putting my son Billy to bed, I sat alone on the living room sofa, watching TV. The man who used to live here with us a few years ago is no longer in this house. I feel relieved, but our life is not easy. But that's just how life is. When I switched the channel from a drama to CNN, I was shocked. The female newscaster was reporting on the culprit of the Trumpton shooting incident that had occurred during the day. The face displayed across the entire screen was that of a man I knew very well. I picked up the smartphone on the table in front of me and called Thomas.
The call won't connect.